Comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Jaylen Brown is out there with Wembanyama. Then there's James. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Keita in at the center position, locking down the middle. Brown with it. Siakam covering. Pass to Keita. Now Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum from long range.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Durant, the pass to Leonard. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 5 now.
The nickname is the Claw. Kawhi using those claws to get past that defender.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Celtics. Misses the 3. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. On the wing, Tatum. Leonard defending. Brown against Siakam. James outside. Clock at 6. Knocks down the triple.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. Here's Durant. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Durant against James. To the left wing. Here's Wembanyama. Another one falls for Boston.
Come on. 7+ feet guys like Wemby, they aren't supposed to be that fluid shooting it.
Pass to Durant. Puts up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside, Brown. Now James. Over Durant. And there's James on the assist from Brown. James has got 5.
Yeah, it's very hard to guard LeBron James because he's a 3-level scorer. Catches the defense off guard, just pulls up into that mid-range.
Here's Brown. Yep, count it.
Check out the handles. A spin move like that is how you lose the nearest defender.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Indiana with some changes. Neesmith, he's checked in for Huff. And Halliburton is subbed in for Pascal Siakam. Boston also changing it up. Derek White's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Victor Wembanyama. Boston on D. Leonard outside. Zubats with a screen on Brown. Here's Leonard. Banked it in off the glass. Leonard's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
James outside. And Boston again with the bucket.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 1. Nice passing by Indiana here. Here's the pick. Leonard for 3. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Back over to you, Brian.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Walker. 6 to shoot. Walker, a screen on White. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Tatum with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. White can't hit. Indiana's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Halliburton's got 5 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Now here's Brown. Outside White. Jacks up a 3. Can't hit that one. Indiana leading by 4. Leonard outside to the paint. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside, Brown to end the run. Pass to Tatum. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Siakam, right side. Wing shot on the way. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Sinks it from distance.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Vucevic, a screen on Durant. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by James.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Boston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Indiana making a switch here. Puff's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Wembanyama's checked in. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, PA, because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions. Oh, pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Tatum. James with the ball. He's got 10. Indiana with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Siakam. And Pritchard pulls it down. The Celtics have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. James, a freight train coming.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going Pacers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Brown, he's checked in for James. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Pass to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. Smith on the wing. Leonard outside. Shoots over Tatum. And Indiana misses again.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Inside, White gets it to go.
Well, Derek White, fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Leonard looking around. Outside for Halliburton. Shoots over White. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for Boston. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Outside Pritchard. Oh, look at Brown banging inside.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Now Leonard. The three. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Celtics have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Now here's Wembanyama. Unloads. The shot, no good. Indiana has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. To get back on track. Deflected.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Pacers trail by 4. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back over to you guys.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Ivica Zubac checked in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Durant in for Nesmith.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
It's James on the wing, guarded by Durant. It's good. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
Yeah, the defense has got to push LeBron James out of position. If he's on the interior, guys, it's over.
Back to Leonard. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
He hits the second from the line. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of this one. Now, here is James. He's got 14. And James throws it down.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Huff. Back to Leonard. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line, for the Pacers, Kawhi Leonard.
Mind the lanes.
One
Mind the
shot.
lanes. One shot.
Boston leading by 4. James deciding where to go with it. Over Durant. The shot by James, no good. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Boston. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Coach Mazzulla, a pretty good start for you guys. As we look at the second half, what's the message in the locker room?
Just continue to do what we do. We had great poise when they were making tough shots and they went on a run. But we played well, we executed, and then once we get to our spacing and our early offense, we're hard to guard.
Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, also Kevin Durant out there. Ivica Zubac's out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Boston. They lead by 4. Durant against James. And here's Durant. Zubac with a screen on James. Siakam for 3. Rebounded by LeBron.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Well, capitalizing on the interior, Kevin Durant is a handful if he's got position.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside Durant. Leonard outside. Pass to Huff. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Leonard. Shoots over Tatum. Shot by Leonard, no good. Celtics lead by 4. Now James. 16 points for him. No good that time. Nice D from Durant. Siakam outside. Back to Durant. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Tatum passes to Wembanyama. James against Durant. James, right side. And they get it back.
How about the defense from Kevin Durant? Sends that shot back.
Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Siakam. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Durant, an absolute sniper.
This guy's mechanics are just pure. Kevin Durant, folks, turn the lights out if you allow him to get a three-point shot off.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Tatum. James up top, guarded by Durant. Fade away. James can't get it to go. Indiana's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Durant. Zubac with a screen on James. 5 on the clock. Here's Durant. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Durant's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Now Brown. It's tipped. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Brown. Oh, Siakam flushes it off the drive.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And it's Tatum missing. Indiana on offense. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Here's Durant. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And some changes here for the Pacers. Walker, he's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Zubac. And Halliburton is subbed in for Leonard. Boston also changing it up. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Queta. White comes in for Wembanyama. And Pritchard is subbed in for Brown. Celtics trail by 3. White. .58 seconds left in the third. And finished off by Tatum.
Yeah, the problem with Jason Tatum in the pick and roll is he can roll or pop, and that makes him hard to guard.
Halliburton, pass to Durant. Back to Halliburton. Right wing. 4 on the clock. Siakam for 3. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
Vucevic against Walker. And Jarris Walker picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Huff's checked in for Durant. And the Celtics also making a change. Wembanyama's checked in. 24 seconds left in the third. White, good.
Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
Halliburton misses.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Indiana ahead, up 2, and 4th. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Taking a look at the Celtics. White and Brown are the wingmen. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Halliburton, no good. Boston trailing. Outside Wembanyama. Leonard against Brown. Back to Wembanyama to take the lead. Walker pulls down the board. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Huff. Defended by Pritchard. Walker for three. Not going to go that time. Boston's shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Wembanyama, screen on Halliburton to the inside. Oh, rising above, Wembanyama.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Leonard against Brown. Outside Nesmith, back to Leonard. Shoots over Brown. Leonard, good.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Ivica Zubac checked in for Walker. Pascal Siakam comes in for Leonard. And it's Durant in for Nesmith. Boston also changing it up. Cadiz checked in for Vucevic. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And James is subbed in for Pritchard. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, "You're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end." Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Down low. Here's Keita, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
Now here's Zubac. Not a lot of room. Siakam finds Durant. 6 to shoot. There's the three. Boston pulls it in.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Tatum! And Tatum buries it from long distance.
This guy has earned a reputation for handling pressure and making clutch shots.
It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Now Halliburton jacks up a three, and he nails it.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
Here's James. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
T-shirt, freshly printed, ready to go. Get up on your feet, fans. T-shirt. All right, fans, who wants a free T-shirt? Who wants a T-shirt?
Kawhi Leonard checked in for Indiana. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Durant against James. Puts it up from 17. Can't get it to go. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Now Zubac. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
Siakam there for the rebound. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Leonard outside. There's a pick. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Boston's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Brown outside. Tatum with a screen. Puts up the tray. Durant there for the rebound. Indiana's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Kawhi slam! Wow!
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Oh! Touches it off the glass.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Durant against James. Here's Huff. Right side Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Making it look easy inside. Durant
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
James outside. Not that time. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Second team foul. 2 shots. Kawhi Leonard.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Here's James. Fires away from outside. Buries it from outside.
King James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
At the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, you love to see the calmness at the line. Didn't phase him at all. Big time spot, and he makes it easy.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Pacers who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And out here getting loose, guys. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got George. Bringing his out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Durant. And it's Yang in at the center position. Now here's Durant. Shot clock at 5. Over James. KD can't get it to go. Cleveland with the ball. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 2002. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Now, here's Leonard. After the miss from KD. Mobley sets the pick for James. Cleveland the rebound. Allen's shot is off. Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. From the baseline. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by George.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from D, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops.
Mitchell sinks that one from the post.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Mitchell against Grant. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 5 now.
and he knew what he was going to do before the ball even got to him. KD is always ready to let it fly.
Leonard with the bucket.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Klingon from deep. George. And James pulls it down. Pass to Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Allen's shot is off. And KD's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. George passes to Yang. Now here's Grant. Outside, KD. Clock at 4. And here's George for 3. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Mitchell wide open. Drills it from outside. He's got 5.
A creative score. Mitchell uses that versatility and shot-making ability to keep the defenders guessing.
And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
The shot by KD. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Launches it. And it's Mitchell missing. KD with it. He's got 5. And it's Grant in the corner. Outside Durant. On the wing, George. And a setback by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands. Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
A different look now for Cleveland. Max Strus is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's James Harden in for Mobley. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Wade's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Abdia's checked in for Durant. And it's Drew Holiday in for Lillard. .151 left to play in the first. Wade passes to Harden. LeBron James on the wing. A floater. Not going to fall. Starting off slow. He misses his first 3 from the floor. Grant against Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Max Strus is checked in for Wade. Toumani Camara. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Drew Holiday. 1:31 left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Pass to Strus. Leonard looking around. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Grant outside. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Harden. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the ball goes out of bounds, and last touch by Strus.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
For the Cavaliers, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Allen. Wade comes in for James. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. George is checked in, and it goes down 2 points.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell outside to the paint. Here's Bryant. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Donovan Klingon. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
In last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Lillard against Harden. Here's Lillard. Over Harden. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers ahead as they end the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Cleveland?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So with Leonard on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Mitchell and Strus share wing duty. Wade out there with Thomas Bryant. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Here's George following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And Lillard kicks to Grant. The three, good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. He's checked in for Cleveland. And we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Harden kicks to Mitchell. Stolen by Grant. To the middle. Here's Lillard. Harden with the defensive effort.
It's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
The wide open shot from Strus. Buries the long-range jumper. Strus has got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Durant's checked in for Portland. Gang passes to KD. George against Leonard. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Paul George.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Mitchell passes to Leonard. Wade has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Harden. Portland making their last shot. Teardrop shot. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Durant. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Bang, covered by Mobley. Here's Grant. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Wade passes to Harden. Here's Mobley. Portland grabs the miss.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Stolen by Mitchell. And Leonard has it in the corner. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Grant. Pass to Klingon. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Here's KD. No good. That would have tied it. The Cavaliers leading. Leonard, the pass to Harden. Back to Leonard. Now Harden. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Bryant comes in for Wade. And it's LeBron in for Donovan Mitchell. And a switch here also for Portland. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Paul George. Now here's LeBron. He has yet to score. Leonard against Holiday. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Mobley outside. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Klingon. And here is Grant. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Holiday, no one around him. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Nobody near Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the 3 from the other end.
KD against LeBron. KD looking around. 5 on the clock. No good with the elbow jump. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cavaliers lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Cleveland leading by 4. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Jeremy Grant is out there with Donovan Klingon. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Durant. And it's Yang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so here's Portland. The Cavaliers making the shot. To the inside. Here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
LeBron passes to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. Back to Leonard. Mobley sets the pick for Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got the lead up to 7 now for Cleveland.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now, here's Mitchell. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Mobley a screen on George. Leonard with the ball. Klingon defending. Mobley misses. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Portland. Pass to Klingon. Yang defended by Allen. Here's KD. Fires from way outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's tipped. High post, KD. Working on James. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Durant. Tim, walk me down the Donovan Klingon pick at number 7 in the 2024 draft. What do you think the thinking was there?
Well, Kevin, I just think people viewed him as a winner, a 2-time collegiate champion, and then most importantly, that rare young big man that wants to play center and anchor the paint.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
It's time for T-Shirts. It's time for some T-shirts.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Grant kicks to George. Pass to KD. Oh, the Suki smooth 3 from KD.
Oh, KD could sit out there all day and nail threes if the defense lets him.
On the wing, Mitchell. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Mitchell's got 9 points.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
George can't hit that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Wound up there for Allen. Fantastic work inside by LeBron. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham, certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
James Harden, he's checked in for LeBron. Trailblazers trail by 11. Grant outside. KD on the wing. To end the run. Oh, Durant imposing his will.
There's no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
Cleveland leading by 9. Mitchell outside. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Klingon. Back to George. Leonard against Grant. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 9-point game. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's George. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Grant. And it's Mitchell missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Pass to Klingon. Outside Durant. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Outside Leonard. Now, here is Harden. Here's Mobley. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so it's Cleveland in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with LeBron on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Max Strus is out there with Harden. Then it's Bryant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mobley in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Strus. Paul George unable to get his shot to go.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard dishes to George. Good. With time running down on the shot clock. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Inside. Here's Mobley. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the ever-growing confidence of Mobley inside. He knows.
The 3 from Strus. And Klingon pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here's Grant, and he converts the layup. And that's now 7 points for Jeremy Grant.
And how about the physicality from Grant, not allowing the close defense to keep him from his shot.
Back to Harden. Harden drops one in down low.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Jared Allen's checked in for Thomas Bryant. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Durant's checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession. Make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Grant kicks to George. To the paint with his first shot attempt. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Exceptional vision. George tearing up the defense when they leave one of his teammates uncovered.
Here's Harden. Harden floats it in. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Klingon. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Durant for three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Durant. Here's George. Whoa! What a play!
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And so Harden will bring it up for Cleveland. Now Leonard. Harden outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets loose a 3. Cleared away by George. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Durant. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivered.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Mitchell's checked in for Cleveland. James comes in for James Harden. outside Leonard. Mobley inside. It's James. Leonard, Lingan with the block.
And at 7'2", Lingan is a huge shot blocking threat. Guys have got to be careful when he's around.
Lingan, second personal, first team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers, Jarrett Allen, shooting, 1.
Free throw, good, Allen.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
Durant against LeBron. Durant fires, and he misses the J. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Now James. Now Leonard. Mobley.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Evan Mobley.
The first free throw is good. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Mitchell against Durant. 5 to shoot. George! Off target from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, no doubt, he was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
KD against James. Grant. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.